Sorry, I can't take it anymore.
That single line in his note turned my life into a nightmare. We had only been married for a few months and were in the middle of a dreamlike honeymoon. One morning, I woke up in the hotel bed to find my husband had vanished. Why? I searched everywhere but couldn't find him, and he didn't answer his phone. My mind went blank, and tears started streaming down my face. A month later, after continuing my desperate search, I found him in a completely changed state. On my 31st birthday, Oscar proposed to me.
Lily, please stay with me forever.
Moved by his kind and sincere words, I cried tears of joy, not caring who saw. He was a year older than me and had been my senior in college, where we grew close through club activities and study sessions. After losing my parents in an accident a few years ago, I had resigned myself to a life alone, but his parents welcomed me warmly. My best friend Heidi also celebrated my marriage as if it were her own. After the wedding, she planned to visit us to celebrate. I hadn't had the chance to properly introduce her to my husband on the hectic wedding day, so I wanted to show off my wonderful friend. Lily, this is my best friend, Heidi. Nice to meet you. I've been friends with Lily since elementary school. Though it was nearly their first meeting, they hit it off well, and the time flew by. Thanks for having me today.
Come by any time. It makes Lily happy too.
She left with a smile, but soon she started visiting so often that I would come home to find her there regularly. Heidi? What are you doing here today? She would smile brightly at me, saying, "It's a surprise." She seemed to have been drinking and cheerfully hugged me. We're friends, but visiting when I'm not here. Though I couldn't sense any ill intent from her, I felt uneasy inside. Despite that, I frequently found Heidi and my husband whispering to each other when she visited. Since my birthday was approaching, I thought they might be planning another surprise and tried not to worry. I was more focused on our upcoming honeymoon, busy visiting travel agencies to make arrangements. Hey Oscar, which of these places do you like? I laid out the travel brochures I had collected on the table.
I'm fine with any of them. Choose what you like.
But this trip is for both of us. Let's think about it together.
I'm really busy with work right now. Please handle it.
He didn't seem very enthusiastic about the honeymoon. Understanding that his work was demanding, I tried not to let it bother me, but I felt a growing distance between us, which made me sad. Our strained relationship continued, and when I confided in Heidi, "You're overthinking it," she brushed off my concerns. Maybe. Unable to shake my worries, I continued preparing for the trip to avoid burdening my busy husband. Oscar worked for his father's company and was set to become its successor. I tried to be understanding and supportive as his wife. One day, he informed me he had an unexpected business dinner and wouldn't be back until the morning. That's unusual. This was the first time something like this had happened, and I began to feel uneasy about my husband. The next morning, his behavior seemed off when he returned. Welcome back. That must have been tough, a sudden business dinner.
Yeah.
But why come back in the morning? Did your client also stay out all night?
No. I missed the last train, so I stayed over.
His evasiveness made me suspicious. The thought of infidelity crossed my mind, but I had no concrete evidence. Maybe our strained relationship is making me paranoid. I decided to stay positive, hoping the honeymoon would mend our bond. The day of the trip arrived, and though Oscar seemed to enjoy himself, he appeared distracted. Still, spending time alone with him after his busy schedule was blissful. However, this happiness was short-lived. Oscar? Where are you? I woke up the next morning to find him gone. Maybe he's out for a walk? He should have asked me to join. Still sleepy from the time difference, I dozed off again. When I awoke 2 hours later, he was still missing. This is strange. Did something happen? Moreover, his belongings were gone. Worried, I called his phone, but it went unanswered. That's when I found a note on the table.
Sorry, I can't take it anymore.
It was a suicide note, expressing his exhaustion with life. Did he take his own life in this foreign land? Why? How could this happen? Tears blurred the words as I clutched the note and collapsed to my knees. Unable to cope alone, I immediately called his parents for help. They were shocked but advised that searching blindly in an unfamiliar place would be challenging. Since his belongings were gone, he might have left the country. They suggested we work out a plan together, so I returned home. Back in the US, I discussed the situation with his parents and continued searching for Oscar. Is he no longer in this world? With no leads, I began to lose hope until something unexpected happened. Is this? I came across a recent photo on social media showing my missing husband, looking drastically different. Taken just a week after I returned, the photo suggested he was still in the country. He's alive. Sensing a hidden secret, I decided to investigate. I informed his parents about the social media post, and they suggested hiring a private detective. A few days later, the truth revealed by the detective was so shocking it left me reeling. This can't be. Though stunned, I knew I had to press forward. With his parents' support, I resolved to uncover the full story. A month later, I found myself in a hotel lobby. While scrolling through my phone, I saw a familiar couple pass by arm in arm. What are you two doing here? I called out firmly from behind.
What?
Lily, why are you? They turned to face me, shocked and stepping back. Oscar, Heidi, why are you together? Explain yourselves. The familiar couple was my husband and friend.
Well.
Stammering, Oscar looked to Heidi, who quickly interjected. It's not what you think. She gave Oscar a knowing look.
Who are you?
See? He has amnesia. She gently patted his back, assuring him it was okay. This can't be happening. Heidi explained that after hearing from me that Oscar was missing, she had coincidentally found him wandering the streets and approached him. But something seemed off, and she realized he might have amnesia. I thought it would be hard for both of you if he returned without remembering anything, so I decided to take care of him. Though her actions seemed considerate, I still felt uneasy. If that's true, why didn't you contact me? I was worried sick. My harsh tone seemed to irritate Heidi. I planned to inform you once his memory returned. I'm sorry. Tearing up, she covered her face with her hands and apologized. Without a word, I stepped closer to her and peered into her face. Is that so? Thank you. Did you think I'd say that? Huh? Heidi looked up, letting out a confused sound. You're not even crying. How can you lie so blatantly? Enough with the bad acting. Heidi recoiled at my accusation. That's so cruel. It's true. She pretended to wipe away non-existent tears, stubbornly clinging to her act. Watching this, my husband wore a bewildered expression, continuing his performance. Why did you post this? You knew I would see it, right? I displayed the page on my phone, thrusting it before my friend. It was Heidi's social media. It was because of her posts showing them having a wonderful time at a domestic resort that I decided to investigate them. There's no special reason. I just thought taking him to various places might help trigger Oscar's memory. Unlike before, Heidi averted her eyes, looking uncomfortable. That's a lie. You two were having an affair, weren't you? It started when you kept coming over under the pretext of surprising us, didn't it? That. I pushed to expose Heidi's attempt at deception. At that moment, my husband burst out laughing.
Heidi, enough. There's no point in hiding it anymore. That's right. The amnesia was a complete lie.
He stared at me, flashing a sly grin.
I told you to stop posting on social media. But I guess I understand your need to show off.
He then looked at Heidi, pulling her close as he spoke. Oh, showing your true colors now, are you? I always thought your social media was just a way to fulfill your desires.
Humph.
As the two flaunted their affair in front of me, I stepped closer, but they stood their ground, defiant.
We planned to lay low until things cooled down.
I see. So that's why you left a note like a will and disappeared overseas.
That's right. Heidi and I get along well.
Seeing Oscar's brazen attitude, my anger turned to disbelief. It seemed he planned to introduce Heidi to his parents as the kind woman who took care of him during his amnesia.
You've ruined my plan.
Oh, what a pity. But you can't file for divorce if you don't know if someone is alive until 3 years have passed.
But if I plead amnesia, everyone will side with Heidi and me.
He sought Heidi's agreement, who then moved closer to me. I've always thought, Lily, that you weren't suited to be a CEO's wife. Her unexpected statement left me stunned. See? Flashy things suit me better, don't they? You're kind of plain. She let out a triumphant laugh after her comment. Maybe I was the only one who thought of her as a friend. But now that we're caught, what will you do?
I guess we'll have to get rid of Lily.
Oh, scary. Their outrageous talk left me sighing. But I couldn't remain silent after hearing so much. I have my pride too. Do you think you can say whatever you want? Don't expect me to back down. They must have thought I'd retreat. My firm tone left them surprised. Stop it. You're not that kind of person.
Being plain is your only trait. Don't pretend otherwise.
I have proof of your affair. I'll be claiming alimony from both of you. They had looked down on me until now, but my unexpected declaration left them wide-eyed. What? You're taking money from me. Oscar, say something.
I can't pay. You're on your own.
Ignoring the other customers, they argued loudly. I silently watched their exchange for a while. Realizing my cold gaze, Heidi grabbed my arms desperately. We've been friends forever, right? You can't really take money over this.
You don't want to lose your friends, do you? Think it over.
Their desperate attempts to persuade me left me disheartened. Calling such people friends and having such a man as my husband was embarrassing. Seeing no remorse in them, I decided on my final move. Hello, it's me. Please. I made a call.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just calling someone who knows you well.
Ha!
Soon, I heard footsteps and a deep voice.
Dad! Mom!
I had arranged for his parents, who had something to say to him, to be nearby.
Oscar, you disgrace. Have you no shame?
Dad, wait, it's not what it looks like.
Oscar had always been submissive to his father, who was also his company's president.
Do you understand what you've done? You'll pay Lily alimony. And from today, I disown you.
What? Wait, no.
Disowned by his father, Oscar began to panic.
And as president, you're fired.
No.
Oscar collapsed, pale-faced. Wait. So I can't be a CEO's wife?
What? That's not important right now.
It is. If I can't, then there's no point in marrying you. Her shocking words made Oscar's face turn red with anger. Watching their ugly spat, his parents and I sighed deeply. Save your lover's quarrel for later. I've already hired a lawyer, so expect an alimony claim soon.
Don't divorce me. It was a moment of weakness.
No amount of apologies can change things now.
Please, wait.
Tears and snot streamed down his face as he pleaded. Ignoring him, I left with his parents. Behind me, Oscar's desperate cry echoed.
I love you.
Afterward, our divorce was finalized. They were ordered to pay $30,000 in alimony but had to borrow money as they were broke. Oscar and Heidi still live together, working tirelessly to repay their debts. Disowned and fired, he has no one to turn to. All consequences of his actions. As for me, I moved and started a new life. I still keep in touch with my in-laws, who advised me to find new love. Someday, I hope to feel that way. For now, I'm enjoying single life and being myself. How did you like the story? Please subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.